If you're struggling to get traffic without spending a fortune on ads, I'm about to show you 5 free traffic methods that are crushing it for OfferLab right now. And one of these methods generated over 500 visitors in just 48 hours. So completely free. Stick around because I'm walking you through each step. What's up, everyone? Before we dive in, quick question. How many of you are tired of hearing just run Facebook ads as the answer to every traffic problem? Okay, me too, because I get it. You want to promote OfferLab offers, but you don't have thousands to blow on ads that might not even work. And honestly, ads is a whole other animal. Okay, you got to take time to learn that. And that's why today I want to cover with you 5 traffic methods that cost nothing but your time. And I'll show you exactly how I'm using these to drive targeted traffic to my OfferLab funnels. All right. First method, and this one's huge, it's called strategic social media content. This is kind of my wheelhouse, but I'm not talking about posting random stuff and hoping for the best. Here's what's working. I call it the value first formula. Every post follows this structure: problem, solution, proof, call to action. Let me show you a real example. Okay, you can see this post right here. It says the number one reason you haven't been successful making money online is because you're focused on what you want to help people with instead of this. Now, the thing about this real example, is where struggling affiliate marketers and content creators and digital marketers in general always make the same mistake, right? They promote products without understanding their audience. So here's how I fixed this and went from $0 to thousands in monthly commissions, right? I talked about that. And then I shared a quick tip about audience research, market research, and I showed my actual results in the caption. And then I invited people to comment if they wanted the full strategy. That single post got 21,000 views, 35 comments, and drove 35 people to my funnel for free. The key platforms for this right now are Instagram and LinkedIn and TikTok, Facebook groups, Reddit threads where your audience hangs out. But the thing is, you can't be everywhere, right? So you pick one and you master it, then you expand. Method number 2 is SEO content marketing. Okay, now everyone thinks SEO takes forever, and that is old thinking. With OfferLab being so new, there's actually tons of keywords with zero competition. So I'm targeting phrases like OfferLab tutorial for beginners or how to make money with OfferLab. These get thousands of searches monthly, but almost nobody is creating content for them. I can't say monthly, weekly, because we literally just learned about OfferLab almost less than a month ago. Okay. So here's my simple process. I use a tool called Uber Suggest to find these low competition keywords. Then I create valuable content around them. So that could be like blog posts, it could be YouTube videos like this one, or even carousel posts on social media. So you can see that when you do these searches, you'll come up with keywords, right? And the secret sauce is to answer the exact question that people are actually typing into Google. So if someone searches OfferLab versus ClickBank, you can create content that honestly compares both platforms. So if you take a look at this Uber Suggest result, this probably wasn't a really good example to show you, but the SEO difficulty is easy. Paid difficulty is easy. So how easy is it to get in front of people? And if we scroll down, we can actually see keyword ideas and variations related to your search term. So what else are people looking at? What else are people searching for? Questions that people have. So look at this. What is ClickBank and how does it work? You could absolutely take the angle of what is this platform and how does it work? And then you could talk about how OfferLab is a better option, right? You can talk about this is ClickBank oversaturated. You could create a short form YouTube video. You could take create a long form. You could create a blog post. You could look at, is ClickBank worth it? People are probably still asking this in 2025. Is ClickBank worth it in 2025? ClickBank with no money. How much does ClickBank cost? I mean, you could just look up OfferLab. I don't know if I have any more free searches. It's higher on the search, right? But still pretty easy to get in. It's got a low cost if you want to put money behind it. But if we look at how Hi, that is. Look how many questions. So don't overthink it, okay? So if someone searches that term, you just create content that honestly compares both platforms or answer those questions. The traffic will find you because of that. So I started doing this pretty consistently a couple of months ago, and now I get 200, 300 organic visitors per week to my content. That's just from that technique. That doesn't take into account every other piece of organic marketing content that I do, and I post at least once a day. So this translates into at least 15, 20, 30 people into my funnel daily without spending a dime on ads. The third method is email building and nurturing. And I know everyone says this, but most people do it wrong. This is also kind of my wheelhouse. I love talking about emails because instead of just saying things like, subscribe to my newsletter, I create what I call these micro lead magnets. And they're just small, specific solutions to immediate problems. They're not in a fancy PDF, they're not like a downloadable form. I literally sometimes will just pop up my phone, create a video answering somebody's question, and that goes into my email. Helpful, valuable tips. You can also create a PDF, like create a PDF that is 5 OfferLab offers that convert best for beginners. And then maybe if somebody upgrades to the certification, they get that for free with you, right? Potential hundreds of email subscribers because it solves a specific problem that people have right now. So here's the key. Once they're on your list, you don't pitch them consistently. That is not what we do. You follow the 80-20 rule. 80% value, 20% promotion. I send helpful tips and case studies, behind the scenes content, share stories, and then occasionally mention relevant offers for that audience. My email list converts about 8 to 12% to my funnels, which is way higher than my cold traffic, and it costs nothing to maintain except your time. Method number 4 is strategic partnerships and collaborations. Do not be scared. This is where things get really interesting, okay? Instead of trying to compete with everyone, I started reaching out to people in complementary spaces. So, for example, I could partner with someone who teaches ClickFunnels, but doesn't focus on affiliate marketing, let's say. I provide the affiliate marketing expertise, they provide the funnel building knowledge, right? Let's say you do a joint webinar with somebody and you have almost 200 attendees. It doesn't cost you anything, right? $0. But you could have 20 additional visits to your funnel from people who wouldn't have been in your traffic source below. And maybe 6 people end up purchasing from that, right? So here's how to find these opportunities. You want to look for people serving the same audience, but with different expertise. You want to reach out to collaborate with a specific collaboration idea, not just like, hey, you want to work together? No, like you need a plan. They need to know exactly what's in it for them, right? The same thing I talk about when we post on social media, you want to talk about what's in it for them. I literally script out what the collaboration would look like and how we both will benefit. And the magic happens when you can provide value to their audience while naturally introducing them to solutions that align with what you're promoting through OfferLab. Method number 5 is community engagement and networking. I am not talking about finding a Facebook group, joining, and commenting. Okay? This is not about spamming groups with your links. It's about becoming a valuable member of communities where your ideal prospects spend time. So you can find Facebook groups, you can find Reddit communities where affiliate marketers, online entrepreneurs, course creators hang out. Instead of promoting anything, you spend the first month just helping people, answering questions, sharing insights, and building relationships. Now, when I share valuable content or mention a strategy that I'm using, like OfferLab, people actually pay attention because they know that I provide value first. Last week, I answered a detailed question in a Facebook group about choosing affiliate offers, and I mentioned how OfferLab's commission structure works compared to other platforms. The comment generated like 10 direct messages, and 6 people ended up checking out my funnel. So the key is patience and genuine value. You don't go guns blazing with promotions, you build relationships first, right? So here's what these 5 methods have done for me in the past 90 days. I've generated targeted visitors to my OfferLab funnels. I've built an email list and I've earned over 3,300 in commissions, all without spending money on ads. But here's what I really want you to understand about this. This isn't about doing all 5 of these things perfectly from day one. Okay, pick one that feels most natural to you and master it first. I started back in 2023 with just social media content because I was already comfortable posting online. Once I got consistent with that and I saw some results, I could add an email list building. And because I understood what my people needed, because I'd had multiple conversations, then we could head into SEO content and so on, right? This compound effect is real. Each method feeds the others. Your social media content becomes blog posts for SEO. They could become long form YouTube videos, short form YouTube videos, telling a story in your email. Your partnerships introduce you to new communities. So, if you found this valuable, do me a favor, hit that like button. It really helps the algorithm show this to more people who need to see it. And hey, I want to know, which of these 5 methods are you most excited to try first? Drop a comment below and let me know. I read all my comments. If I miss you by accident, just hit me again. I often reply with specific advice for your situation. If you don't have OfferLab yet, I recommend grabbing the link in the description of this video and setting yourself up with a free account. But if you're overzealous like me and you have FOMO and you like to move fast, I recommend the certification as well. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video where we're diving deep into OfferLab versus ClickBank and why you should make the switch.